So hey guys, so I wasn't able to come out to the dojo today, so I thought I'd just do a little video instead, just so anybody who wants to get into double bow, they can using the videos. I'm going to start uploading, actually, I'm going to try and do daily or at least like many times a week. I'm trying to upload videos to YouTube, and I'm basically going to start trying to teach double bow online and just spread that out, just so if anybody wants to use it, they can come here and learn it for free, okay? So, maybe I want to change the word free, but we'll get into it right here. So, when you do double bow, okay, something very important is you want to have bows that are the same size. Right now, I left my double bows at Endeavor, so I'm just taking two bows that I had just laying around my house, and I'm going to use those, okay? But let's say you only have one bow, you could actually get a broom and twist off the handle to get the second one if you don't have one. So there's no excuse not to try double bow, okay? Now, something with double bow is you want lines to be parallel, okay? Lines like this, like X's, unless you're doing an X specifically, most of the time you're gonna want to line up, okay? So, one thing that you're gonna be used to if you're doing single bow, right, is you have both hands in the bow all the time and you're controlling it, right? So something that becomes a problem when you have two bows, you can only hold basically the center, and you need to control it like that, right? So we're used to it in our right hand, but in our left hand's usually a lot weaker, right? So something good to practice is if you just want to try and swing your hands down and then lock right at the bottom. So you swing your hands down and try and lock, right? That's going to be very important for when we get into bigger moves like this, right? When we're here and we go down and we try and lock and really grip tight. So grip strength is something very important, and practicing with larger, heavier bows will let us get into, right, bigger moves, and then we have more strength going down there, right? Now, in terms of strikes and how to execute your strikes, okay, what you're going to want to do is we're going to want to go over a few of the basics, okay? Now, in terms of double bow, there's not a lot of people that do it, right? So right now where we are at with double bow is a lot of the moves don't really have names, right? So we have this move, we have this move, we have this move, right? But we don't really have, like, this could be a double downward strike. This could be up and over, right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna break them down and then just try it like that, okay? So we have both bows like this. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to execute on this move. You see it a lot of the times when, like, Reed Presley or a big double bow person, they'll start their kata like this, they'll spin around, and they'll go down, okay? Now, the first thing we want to work on is we want to work on that double downward strike, and we need to make sure we have that, okay? If you already know how to do it, you can skip ahead later on in the video. I'll be talking about something else, okay? So what we want to do, right, is we want to make sure when we land, we're both parallel and both hands are down, okay? So we're going to start up from top, just like this. Both the bows are parallel, and then from here, they come down like that. Now, we'll make sure what we do, okay, we can look down, or we can look up, or we can look this way, okay? This could be a double sweep to the legs. You hit both the foot and the knee, right? So in terms of, like, trying to think about what we're actually doing here, this could be double strike to the knee, right? So we're here, both bows are like this, they both come down. Now, it's very important when we practice with a little bit heavier bows too, right? So if I always practice with my light bows, I won't get much stronger. And right now, as a fault of me, I've been doing that. I've been using my light bows, I've just been throwing them around, but I haven't been practicing all these strikes. So this is actually very important for me, right? So we practice these, we go here, strike down, okay? Now, the next move that I see a lot of the times, like, this is basically, think of this as like your punch 4-strike thrust. This is how we start a lot of the katas. It's very easy to start, okay? From here, so this is like effectively like your punch. You just come in, you strike down, okay? Now, this is kind of like a reverse strike. So we bring our bow to the other side and then we bring it down, okay? So it's that motion. Now, I could do that with both my bows, right? That's me coming around, right? So one strike here could be another strike here. So this is your reverse strike. And you could do that forward if you want to, but no one does that, right? Because it looks weird, okay? So we actually do it on a 45, right? So we go reverse strike, strike. Now you could do reverse strike, single strike. You could do reverse strike, strike, thrust, right? We have our one-handed moves, okay? So we're here. And the other thing too is it's such a new way of doing things. People are making advancements every single day. So if you create something new, you could just put it out there, right? Now you don't actually need to go to a big tournament because we all have our phones and we can just do it like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm here, double strike, we come both around. Now we can do it two ways. We can bring it around, down, or we could go from here straight up to down. Now the cool thing is we get to make our choice, right? If you want to go 1, 2, 1, 2, or as a wave, right? And strike down, okay? Cool. So those are a few basic